Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I've got a really squeaky chair. I'm going to do a fly on the wall reading because I'm being bugged by the bugs to do a fly on the wall reading. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to use a Druidcraft tarot. We're going to look into somebody's life. Okay, it's kind of like, oh, I was going to get a book. I'll be back. Because I was actually going to get the book Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, because there's this intrigue regarding what's actually going on in, you know, someone's life. And that's what a fly on the wall reading is. But let me go and get this book because, well, I wanted to read from the book. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. A practical guide for improving communication and getting what you want in your relationships. Sounds good. Okay. Right, well, I should put that there. So we're going to use the Druidcraft tarot. And then I've got the Greek mythology cards. And I think they're going to help us to clarify what comes out from the Druidcraft tarot. And then we have the Rumi Oracle. Okay, let's get these two decks of cards out. Now, ever since I've had this deck of cards, which is like over 3 years, maybe 4 years, they've never wanted to come out of the box easily. Come on. Oh, I felt the energy of the Greek gods. There's goddesses in there, but I felt the energy of Greek gods. Good God. Good God. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Well, let's shuffle the cards first. I'm going to take my time a little bit to actually have a look at the energy. I say that before I start speaking, but if I start channeling, then I do. I'm not going to think too much into it. Okay, let's give these cards a shuffle. I feel like my belly may rumble quite loudly. Here comes the sun, little darling. I'm looking at a bottle of Tropicana. Club Tropicana. Club Tropicana, drinks are free. I've got the sunshine here and vitamin C. But what's actually inside the bottle is some sand from my favourite beach. So I kind of, I brought some home with me. Some sand. Some golden sand. And yeah. Okay, right. I don't know what that's all about. Well, let's see if we can read all about it. Extra, extra. We've got some extra time today. We have, okay, so fly on the wall reading. As I pull the cards, I'll tell you what they represent. Home. Work. Money. Love. Sex. And romance. Okay. Health. Spiritual connection. Okay. There's the cards. It is a bit of a different format today, I feel. Oh, hungry. Are you hungry? Someone's hungry for some loving, for some sex. Bottom of the deck. Okay. We've got a wounded warrior here. Let's just say that. I feel like in the past, he's been through some rough times. Okay. He's been a bit guarded, but he has this passion now. Put my sands there. Home life. Well, we have a masculine here who's fantasizing, visualizing. They're nice daydreams he's having. He's actually thinking about a feminine. This is the work life. So I feel like all day long, while he's at work, he's thinking about this feminine and how safe and secure she seems. Now, money, we have the King of Pentacles. So this masculine's in a very secure position to be able to provide for this feminine. Now, this feminine's gone through heartache. She's been through some tough, challenging times. And this is because I felt this was a wounded warrior, but he is a warrior. Or he could be a warrior. Okay, but I feel like he's concerned about this feminine here. The King and Queen of Pentacles. Now, I feel that this is a bit of a guard that the feminine's got up. So that section there was home life. And I felt that home work life, it was just about home and work life for this masculine. He's either at home or he's at work. Queen of Pentacles being in a position of work, I felt the energy of wanting to work together as well. So this masculine sees this feminine as an ideal prospect. I was taken to the prospector from Toy Story. I believe he was a bit of a deceitful character, wasn't he? But I feel this masculine's trying to do some research. Find out a bit more. This is a very strong, independent woman. But she's got a guard up. But the energy's coming through that she's got some skin. It's about putting some skin in the game. He wants to see this feminine's like skin more. He wants to see more skin. Okay. So, work and money. Money, King of Pentacles. He's safe. He's secure. That's not a concern for him, money. Let's pull a Greek mythology card for these 3 cards, which I always put in their own little area. So I feel like this masculine here, it was like he could like, I always put these in their own little area as if like home, work and money. But there seems to be like infatuation coming in. I don't know how to pronounce this. Hygeia. Good health. Good health. This masculine feels good, healthy when he's around you. So he wants to know more about you. Now, if we go to the health card here, got the 4 of Cups. So this is him kind of moping a little bit, wanting love. The Ace of Cups is behind him. Interesting here, the Ace of Cups is beside him. So he like wants you by his side. Good health. Let's read about this. Wrong book. Hygeia. Let's pronounce it like that. Hygeia was the daughter of Asclepius, a famed physician who could heal any condition. However, it is not enough to rely on medicine to correct that which ails the body, and the ancient Greeks called on her for good health as a way of life, not just for healing when things go wrong. General fitness was important too. Hygeia would also assist in the prevention of sickness through cleanliness and good hygiene. A hymn to Hygeia pointed out that delights such as children, wealth and love could only be enjoyed with her blessing. The serpent was a symbol of healing and health, and images of Hygeia often showed her holding a large snake which she fed from a bowl, demonstrating her care in nature. I'm just taken to, like, when I said about showing a bit of skin, but I felt this was a snake here. We get to this card. Like on her arm. Hygeia seeks to encourage a healthy way of life, which will support our ambitions, activities, and peace of mind. So maybe think about detoxing, exercise, or meditation to help your body manage the stresses of today's fast-paced life. Okay. So I feel like this could be stressing out this masculine a little bit because he's like moping. Okay, so let's leave that part there. Now, love, in comes the feminine. So it's like in comes this feminine into his life. And he can sense that she's been through heartache. Feel the energy of her being all alone. It's like, what's her story? Sex is the Three of Wands. Well, he's wondering. He's wondering more and more about this feminine. It's like his eyes have started to wonder. And then we have the Strength card. And this suggests that this is a very strong feminine. Maybe stronger than him. But he feels protected in her presence. That's love. Love, no, that's romance, sorry. Love, sex, romance. Love, maybe it's been a bit of a nightmare for her. Sex, it's like, yes, please. Romance, how do you romance this feminine? This lady in red. She wants to dance with him. Let's have a look at this. Wealth. Plutus. Seeing the abundance here. There's the abundance within the sexual energy. Okay, wealth. Let's have a look at this. Good health and wealth. It's like the perfect package. Plutus. His masculine feels like he's won the lottery. Even lottery winners continue to buy tickets, proving that all of us would appreciate a little windfall now and again. The ancient Greeks would appeal to kindly Plutus, their god of wealth, who was always depicted with a large, overflowing cornucopia or horn of plenty. It was just the horn. That's been a big sign. Sounds that sound like horns, like they're horny. But the horns, like honk if you're horny. We are told that Zeus removed the sight of Plutus so that he would distribute his gifts blindly without any regard for appearance, and those who came across him and flung open their doors would have great wealth bestowed upon them. Many of us unconsciously limit our wealth by having a poor mental image of how much we think we are worth, or we absorbed early teachings that frowned on wealth. In this way, we prevent the arrival of the universal flow of abundance at our door. I want to say this feminine is worthy to be taken care of, and this masculine wants to take care of her. He's fascinated by her. It is now time to open your heart to the infinite wealth of Plutus without fear or guilt. Be open to receiving money in any way it wants to find you, for it helps no one if you are poor. And this masculine seems to have wealth. Well, he feels wealthy. So it's kind of like he had it all apart from this feminine. The complete package now. Right, let's go to it's interesting. Oh, I don't know, I didn't feel like we had covered this card, but this was a romance card. Have we covered romance? Not yet. We have. But we're going to health now. And we've got the Four of Cups. I feel like he feels more and more alone when he's away from you. So we're like wanting the Two of Cups. You've got a very intoxicating energy here. I feel like this is, for you, Divine Feminine. I feel like this is the new character. This is a new character in whatever shape or form it shows itself in. It's a new character on the scene for you, Divine Feminine, who sees your worth. Right, let's have a look at this Four of Cups. Let's pull a card. This is the health card. The Hydra challenges. So I feel like the masculine here doesn't really want to go through challenges on his own. I've already said that I feel that you are a challenge. You coming into this masculine's life has it stirred something within him. Okay, let's have a look at this. It spoke about the snakes, didn't it? Okay, the Hydra was a many-headed water serpent that lived in the swamp of Lerna. It terrorized the local community, but Hera nurtured the beast so she could use it to thwart her stepson Hercules, who she hated. Heracles. Heracles had to undertake 12 impossible tasks or labours, and one of them involved killing the Hydra. It could be Hercules. Oh, it is Hercules. That's Hercules now. Hence, this card implies that the gods may have prepared a challenge for you to undertake. He began by striking each head of the Hydra with his mighty club, but as he knocked one off, 2 more heads grew in its place, causing him a bigger problem than he had before. Thus, the Hydra represents an issue which seems to grow as you deal with it. You solve one problem and 2 more appear. The Hydra was eventually killed as Heracles cauterized each stump before new heads could grow. So tackle any challenges you have with a thoughtful, new in-depth approach, and you will eventually overcome any complications or difficulties. Okay, I'm losing the flow here. So let's have a look at this spiritual connection part. The Two of Wands with the Five of Cups. I felt the energy of feeling invisible, like kind of sick of feeling invisible, as if you're wanting to like step out. This is for the masculine, and it's very much claim his prize. What's the point in watching just from a distance? So I don't feel like this masculine wants to be invisible anymore. It's like he wants, because this is a spirit card, it's like he wants his spirit to be seen. Who he truly is. And he feels very comfortable in the presence of the Divine Feminine here. And it's like he's actually acting naturally. Dionysus, merrymaking. Trying to pronounce the words. Dionysus. Look at the men here celebrating with feminines. Wants to be happy. This masculine wants to be happy. And divine feminine, you're the missing component. So, Dionysus. Dionysus was a high-profile god whose themes included winemaking, grapevines, pleasure-seeking, or orgastic behaviour, and even madness or insanity. But perhaps this madness can be thought of as the mental exhaustion we suffer from if we forget to rest and enjoy life. Because of the accelerating pace and the overload of electronic data that we possess these days, we can burn out or become stressed and dull before we realise it. I do feel like this masculine's life was about, he was either at home or at work, and then you've come into the equation. Pleasurable activities with rest and relaxation can then restore mental health and well-being for a better work-life balance. Dionysus is also referred to as the god who is destroyed, disappears, interesting, as reborn again, that feeling invisible. Perhaps this is a metaphor for being exhausted and then being revived by merrymaking. Merrymaking, is that what we're calling it? Not lovemaking, merrymaking. After all, Dionysus was accompanied by Silenus, who represents the deepest and most ancient wisdom of all. So consider whether you need some fun or revelry to restore your mental effectiveness. I think this masculine's looking for some fun. Right, let's go to men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Whew. Okay, we just go to here then. Certainly asking someone, why didn't you call, is okay if you are sincerely looking for a valid reason. But when a woman is upset, the tone of her voice often reveals that she is not looking for a valid answer, but is making the point that there is no acceptable reason for being late. When a man hears a question like, how could you be so late, or why didn't you call, he does not hear her feelings, but instead hears her disapproval. He feels her intrusive desire to help him be more responsible. He feels attacked and becomes defensive. She has no idea how painful her disapproval is to him. Just as women need validation, men need approval. The more a man loves a woman, the more he needs her approval. It is always there in the beginning of a relationship. Either she gives him the message that she approves of him, or he feels confident that he can win her approval. In either case, the approval is present. Even if a woman has been wounded by other men or her father, she will still give approval in the beginning of the relationship. She may feel he is a special man, not like others I have known. A woman withdrawing that approval is particularly painful to a man. Women are generally oblivious to how they pull away their approval. So when they do pull it away, they feel very justified in doing so. A reason for this insensitivity is that women really are unaware of how significant approval is for men. A woman can, however, learn to disagree with a man's behaviour and still approve of who he is. For a man to feel loved, he needs her to approve of who he is, even if she disagrees with his behaviour. Did I just repeat that? I think so. I'm not sure though. Generally, when a woman disagrees with a man's behaviour and she wants to change him, she will disapprove of him. Certainly there may be times when she is more approving and less approving of him, but to be disapproving is very painful and hurts him. Most men are too ashamed to admit how much they need approval. They may go to great lengths to prove they don't care, but they do. But they do care. But why do they immediately become cold, distant and defensive when they lose a woman's approval? Because not getting what they need hurts. One of the reasons relationships are so successful in the beginning is that a man is still in a woman's good graces. He is still her knight in shining armour. He receives the blessings of her approval and as a result rides high. But as soon as he begins to disappoint her, he falls from grace. He loses her approval. All of a sudden, he is cast out into the doghouse. A man can deal with a woman's disappointment, but when it is expressed with disapproval or rejection, he feels wounded by her. Women commonly interrogate a man about his behaviour with a disapproving tone. They do this because they think it will teach him a lesson. It does not. It only creates fear and resentment, and gradually he becomes less and less motivated. To approve of a man is to see the good reasons behind what he does, even when he is irresponsible or lazy or disrespectful. If she loves him, a woman can find and recognise the goodness within him. To approve is to find the loving intention or the goodness behind the outside behaviour. To treat a man as if he has no good reason for what he does is to withhold the approval she so freely gave in the beginning of the relationship. A woman needs to remember that she can still give approval even when she disagrees. One critical pair of problems from which arguments arise. Number 1, the man feels that the woman disapproves of his point of view. Number 2, or the woman disapproves of the way the man is talking to her. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. Okay. Should we go to Rumi now? Let's go. Let's finish with a Rumi message. God bless thee, merry gentleman. May nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Saviour. He rose on Easter Day. Good Monday. Good Monday. Oh yes, good Monday. Why not? Okay, we've got the card. Victory of Maryam. Card number 41. These readings are switching round because this is like a new love. This is a new energy. It's going to take some time to adapt in, seeing as like the last story, that energy was going for about 4 years. Okay, so if you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? You are in a quarry of sweets, why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life, why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself, and don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you so afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune, for love is the key that opens all your locks. Rumi. You feel you are mortal.